I don't know why my voice went all squeaky then. I'll start off by apologising. I don't have lipstick or food around my mouth, but I'm a little run down, so apparently I'm going to get cold sores on top of everything else I have going on. So I apologise for this unsightliness, but yeah, when I first looked in the mirror I was like, why is it like I have lipstick all up my face like the Joker? But I just thought I'd explain why I look like that. Yeah, so this is going to be a quick video because I'm about to go pick my daughter up from preschool. So recently I needed some summer dresses, so I went onto everything5pounds.com. If you've never been on there, it's a great website, and everything actually is £5. It's either £5 or less depending if they have a sale on or not. And just my look, I needed just like some, you know, typical like tea dresses, and I wish, but I don't even know really what that is, but those kinds of dresses. And then they arrived and it decided to throw it down with rain. So we had like a week of red hot weather here in England, and a lot of my dresses, like it's like all my autumny stuff, so they were just a little bit too thick. Now they've arrived and it's raining, so yeah, I apologise. Apparently when I order clothing I change the weather, so I apologise if you were in England and enjoying the wonderful summer weather. I apologise for the rain. Oh, I've just realised, I just looked at my window, I've left my laundry out. Mother, oh crap. Yeah, so I was going to do a try on haul, but I've kind of not left myself enough time, and I'm a little lazy today, so listen, it's tiring, even though you only see like 2 minutes in it and I'm just rambling on about clothes. Like, I'm not a try-runner. Yeah, you're not those people, those weirdos that actually try on clothes in the changing rooms. I ain't one of them. No, I just look at it and go, yeah, that looks like it'll fit, and that's it. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to take pictures of these once I've picked my daughter up, and then I will just post them over on my Instagram. So I will link my Instagram here somewhere for you to go follow me. You don't even have to follow, to be fair, it's public, so I'd like you to follow and stick around, but you don't have to. You can check out these items on my stories, and I'll be posting them on my feed as well, so just go check them out if you want to see what they look like. If you don't know what Everything5 is, it's basically a website where they get kind of like ex-catalogue products and things like that. So I've had things from there. Sometimes they cut the tags out of like where it's actually from, but sometimes they forget. So I've had things from there that are from Wallis, Boohoo, all sorts of places. But as I said, everything's £5. So yeah, so one of the, oh, hang on, I'll try again. So one of the first things I got, now I'm saying a summer dress, and I've just realised that this one isn't necessarily, but I want to have things where I like to be like versatile, so I like things where I can kind of change them up for seasons, because, you know, nobody's made of money around here. So this, I did get this for summer. I thought, you know, when it's like a slightly cooler day, but you don't necessarily want to wear like jeans and a jumper, or when it gets cooler on an evening. And then obviously this is easy to kind of like dress up for the autumn and stuff. So it's just got kind of like a little bit shorter than 3/4 sleeves, and this like ribbed pattern, which I really like, because I find it really flattering if it like clings anyway, if you know you've been eating a little bit too much, or you're on a period or anything like that. I don't quite know where I got to then, because somebody rudely phoned me and I film on my phone, so yeah. But what I was saying was this got like a nice rib detail, which I find really flattering, because if you've, you know, on a period, or you've been a little bloated or anything like that, I find that rather than it like being figure hugging and playing, it doesn't like cling and like show all of the bumps. You know, we all have them, ladies, but I'm just saying it doesn't like kind of hang to everything. And also if you have underwear underneath, it doesn't like cling to that, and it's not really obvious. Yeah, so I find that if it's got like this kind of rib pattern, it's really flattering, and it's got buttons pretty much all the way down and just a little slit at the front. It doesn't feel, it looks super thick, but it feels like, you know, like kind of like the thin jumpers that you might get to put over a blouse or something if you work in an office. It feels a little bit like that. So I think this will be fine for like slightly cooler summer weather, or like I said, on an evening if you know you're going to a barbecue or something. And I would just team this up with sandals or flats, which is pretty much what I wear all the time. Obviously I will try some of this on, all of this on actually, and it'll be over on my stories over like, when I post this video over the next week or so, I will just put them on there and link them up so you guys can go find them for yourself. The next thing I got was these were kind of like the tea dresses. I don't know what that means. I don't know if these are like what you would wear to go for tea with the Queen. I imagine she would want something a bit fancier, but maybe we could just chuck on a hat and she'd be happy. I don't know, I've never met the Queen. Funny story, I went to Australia like many moons ago, and one of the first questions anyone would ask when I met them was like, what's the Queen like? For some reason, they have it in their head, I don't know if it's the same in other countries, but the Aussies had it in their head that we could, all of us in England, we can basically just like make an appointment with the Queen and we go to her gates, and then like a guard lets us in on whatever day they've given us. Like we get a letter and it says, yeah, you can see the Queen at like on Tuesday the 30th of August. I don't know if that's the right day, but at like 10 a.m. and then you go and you go in and you bow and then you get to speak to the Queen about something. Yeah, weird. I don't think she has time for that. I don't know what she does all day, but I don't think she has time for that. So anyway, this is a typical, like just a floral pattern. It is a smidge see-through, so it's going to be like, you know, you're going to need black underwear underneath. But it's very floaty. It nips you in at the waist here. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's got like a little rib here. I see you'll see it better on my stories when I try it on. But yes, it'll nip you in at the waist a little bit. And it's just floaty, just like great for like cool weather. It's got no sleeves to it. Cool weather, warm weather, to feel cool. Try again. But again, this is something that you could just team up with like flats or sandals or even heels and just throw with like a cardigan over it. What I tend to do with things like this is when it gets to like autumn and it gets a little bit cooler than just wearing something like this, I will sometimes just put like a plain jumper over the top, and this will be like kind of like a skirt. So I like things, as I said, that are like kind of easy to like kind of transition through seasons, because when it comes to my daughter, I'm not cheap, but when it comes to my clothes, they need to have more than one purpose. And then again, the same sort of a dress, it nips you in at the waist here. I've actually already worn this and washed it and it just comes out perfectly. Obviously don't put it in the dryer, I know how to do laundry now, so I know that. And it's just kind of like a little black and like, I don't know how well you can see, but black and like a little lilac detail in it, which is just kind of cute. And again, it's sleeveless, it just has a simple button at the back. It's not super fitted, so it'll be like great for the summer, but again, you can easily throw on like a cardigan or a jumper, tights, boots, and this could kind of go through to autumn. I think especially with the colour as well, like the lilac keeps it a bit summery in the floral pattern, but I think that the main colour of it being like a nude means you could kind of transition so you get more. I mean, I know £5 is already really cheap and I'm probably saying like a real cheapskate, but this I'm saving you money here, so you could also wear this for autumn. And then the next dress I got, I was a little sorry, a little unsure about this dress. It did come in a bunch of I'm losing my voice. It did come in a bunch of colours, so like green, reds and blues. And it's a gingham print. Now on the model it looks, I'll try and see if I can find a picture and insert it somewhere, but I'm not that great, so it could just be inserted over my, well, it'd probably be great if it was inserted over my face, but I'll try and find a picture of it. It's one of those, if I just saw it arrive, I'd be like, what the crap is that? But on her it looked very nice, and just, you know, sometimes when you want to dress because maybe you're going to like a baby shower, or I don't know, like a really nice lunch date, somewhere a bit fancier, and you just want something that you don't normally wear. That's what I thought with this dress. So I'm hoping it looks as nice on me as it does on the lady. At the minute, I feel like I could be a guest star in Little House on the Prairie, maybe. But yeah, it's just this, it's not like super long. It's got a little bit of lace detail, a little bit of lace detail at the bottom. The sleeves are cuffed as well, so they're nice and tight, and it does nip you in at the waist. It looks like very bulky of a dress, but it does nip you in at the waist. And then I always find this bit here, and you can see it kind of goes into like a little bit of an A-line, but like kind of upside down A-line. I always find that flattering because it just kind of, even if the dress is still kind of clingy here, it kind of nips you in here, and just, I don't know, it's just a very flattering look I find on literally every body shape. And then it is high neck, which, I mean, this is high neck because I've been working out. That's how much effort I make for my YouTube videos. I'm currently very sweaty, but I'm not really high neck. I tend to like to show cleavage. I think because I'm quite a paranoid person, like I get very paranoid about this part of me. I find that, I don't know, if I have like this on show, I feel that people's eyes go there. I don't know if that's a common thing for everybody else, but I feel like I'm not so on display. I don't know, like I don't know, because obviously you're on display, but I just feel more comfortable in having people look at my face, which is why I've usually got like hair down or semi down. I don't know, I get very paranoid, so I don't really have a lot of high-waisted stuff, which is why I thought this is something that's just different in my closet. And it's got kind of like a little bit of a collar on it, so it looks like you've got a blazer on underneath. And as I said, it looked beautiful on the model, so I'm hoping it will do the same for me. But again, I thought this is a good transitional piece. It's something that's kind of, I would wear for like a special occasion, either like I said, like a baby shower, or maybe going to like a really nice, you know, fancy like lunch with a friend or something, where it's not just like a Costa or something. So I think for £5, if you want something that's a little bit different and a little bit fancy, it's definitely worth having a look at everything £5, because they even have like evening type of dresses that are really beautiful, so definitely try there. Now, the last thing I'm going to show you is actually 3 dresses. These were a pack of 3 for £5. Now they've got a few different, like, you can't select like the individual colours, the packs of 3 are selected, but there's a few different versions, so definitely have a look. So I went for the pack that's got like a bluey grey, a black and a pale pink. Now they're very similar. Now I have some dresses that are like, you know, a little transparent, and I find that if you wear like maybe bra and pants under it, I just find it inappropriate. Like, you know, I'm literally with my daughter 6 days a week, and then she'll go to her dad's, so you know, I don't want to be like, I'm obviously around other kids, I don't want to be having like my bra and my knickers on show all the time. I don't think it's appropriate. And sometimes it just doesn't look nice. You know, if you have a pattern or anything like that, I think having that on, like, it just distracts from the beauty of the dress. So I actually got these to wear as like little slips underneath. And I have tried one on to see what the material was like. You would kind of, if you were just going to wear this as a dress, which you easily could, they're sold as dresses, not as slips. I just originally got them thinking, that's great, like that's a good idea, to use them as slips, but you could easily wear them as dresses, and I probably will, with like just sandals or maybe some cute little heels to dress it up a little bit. It's got a little bit of a v-neck, but if I was just going to wear this on its own as a dress, I would wear like a strapless bra or like covers, because it is, I think that you'd be okay if it's red hot, but I think it gets a little chilly. This is going to, it's like clingy, so it's going to cling to your nipples, and we don't want that. But if you're going to wear it as a slip, then you'll be fine. And I actually think these could be worn as nighties as well. Like, they're very lightweight. Like, they're not going to blow up or anything because they're fitted, but they're really lightweight. So you could easily like wear these to bed if you want something that's just like a little cute or a little simple. Or they actually look quite, obviously you'll see it over on my stories if you go over and check it out. But they actually look quite sexy for like how plain they are. Like, I know they don't look like much, but you could easily make this like a really cute outfit with like a little cardigan in the spring or some sandals in the summer. These easy to throw on over bikinis, or as I said, wear as slips underneath other dresses. So that's the bluey grey, and then obviously just, you know what black looks like, but I'm going to show you anyway. And then the black, which was the one I tried on, so you can get away without probably wearing a bra under this one, if you just wanted to wear it as a dress, but the other ones you're going to see nipple. But yeah, I thought for like, I'm going to try and do math, less than £2 each. Less than £2 each. I thought they were just a bargain, even if you just wore them as nighties or as slips underneath another dress. If they were like, you know, if you're the sort of person that doesn't really like to wear strapless bras, I think they're even just as slips. So as I said, wearing them with like a jumper over the top, or like a button-up cardigan or a little blouse, and wear this bit as like kind of like a skirt, it's still amazing value for money. And the quality feels amazing. I don't know how they wash yet, because I only tried it on like quick just to kind of see if you would need to wear a bra or not, so I could tell you. So I don't know how well they wash, but I've had stuff from there for absolute years, and they're like I said, some of it is from Wallis, some of it I've had from Boohoo, Misguided, all sorts of places. They do normally cut the tag out, but sometimes you can tell where they're from. So the quality is amazing. It's just that you're just getting it out from X catalogue, obviously, rather than it going to a landfill. They get resold, just on a different site, which is brilliant. And I've had shoes from there and all sorts. They do kids clothes, they do watches, they do lingerie, men's clothes. It's definitely worth checking out. You do have to pay for delivery. That always annoys me. If you've been on my channel before, I go on about paying for delivery and paying for parking. I'm not going to get into it right now because I'm looking at the time on my phone and I have to go in a minute. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this quick little haul. Definitely check it out if you haven't. I will link it below. If you head over to my Instagram from the time I post this video for about a week or two, I will just be throwing up bits of content just to show you what it looks like. As I said, I would love you to follow me, but if you're not really interested in my other content, it's mostly like parenting, fitness, motherhood, budgets, bargains, crafts, that kind of thing. But if it's not really up your street and you've just found this by chance and you don't necessarily want to follow me but you just want to see what this stuff's like, my profile's public, so you can just go on and see my stories, but I would like you to stick around. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Comment below any other hauls you would like me to do. I try to kind of make this a bit more of a group haul, so I like dresses, but I've had tons of shoes from there, using them for photo shoots and things like that. So if you would like me to do maybe like a shoe haul or any other kind of haul from anywhere else, just let me know. It makes me feel better about spending money. If I feel like I'm doing it as part of work as well, it makes me feel a little bit better. Yeah, and I hope everyone is well. Thank you so much for sticking around, and if you made it this far, thank you. Yeah, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.